Bobby Maynard.
Give it up for Jerry Farber, who, with the hat and the glasses on, looks like a Jewish bumblebee. That was hysterical. As Jerry said, this is Dr. Irving. He's the only primate in the world doing therapy with special needs kids. And this February, we celebrated our 20th year together. They're not legalist pets. This is a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week passion, joy, and about 300,000 diapers in the last 20 years. He looks different than most capuchin monkeys because he shaves his face. He was named after my dentist, Irving Goldstein, because he looks kind of like an old Jewish guy. And to a child, a special needs child, this is Curious George come to life. He's brought kids out of comas, he's lowered fevers, he's had autistic kids speak for the first time, and he's been an incredible blessing to me. We were brought together right about 20 years ago when he was 6 months of age and about to be put to sleep. He was kept in a cage in somebody's garage, and at this time I was recovering from some back surgery and hadn't walked in a while, almost a year. And he was not the best of primates at the time. Yerkes, you see that little flying gnat? Said he would never socialize. And I realized probably what he just needed was a lot of unconditional love. So for a little over 3 months, I hugged and kissed him while he was biting and scratching. Bites and scratches weren't too bad because I was on an awful lot of Vicodin at the time, recovering from back surgery. Nobody laughs and nobody here who's on that medication. You have. It's an intensive pain medicine that covers up almost anything. Long story short, at the end of that 90 days, he gave me a hug and a kiss. I was so excited I had to call the people that said it would never work and realized it was the first day I walked because I ran to the phone to tell people. The reason that his therapy is so effective for children is no different than the reason you like great comedy, great music. It produces a chemical that makes us feel really good and it can lower fevers. Who knows what that's called? Many of you have seen me up here before and I've used it, but what's it called? Endorphin. Very good. He is an A student. It's called an endorphin. You get endorphins from laughing, you get endorphins from exercise, a few adult activities we won't go into. And like I said, to a child, he likes to brush his teeth too. This is that stuffed animal, that teddy bear we all had. And his very first patient 20 years ago was running 104.5 fever and they used to ice her down. We were called out at 2 in the morning to go visit her. He hopped in bed, gave her a hug and a kiss, and her fever went down to normal in about 4 minutes. We worked with her for almost 7 years. She's now about to become a nurse for special needs kids. She's had some transplant surgery and she's doing extremely well. He was the Goodwill Ambassador of Star 94. He's been on many talk shows and TV shows. But really what the amazing thing is to watch the effects that he has on physically and mentally challenged kids. The noises he makes do represent words. I've learned how to speak monkey. I don't do it in public. But it's quite unique to communicate with him. He shaves every day, bathes himself, eats with a spoon. He's been to most every restaurant in town. And he has better manners, I'm told, than an awful lot of kids. But it is a lot of work. He's 1 foot 7 inches tall. He weighs 10 pounds, but he's as strong as a 100-pound person. He can run 15 to 20 miles an hour and jump 15 feet at a time. So don't let his size, deceive you. He's incredibly fast and incredibly strong. Most people think because of his size and the clothes that he wears that he's like taking care of a baby. It's more like taking care of a special needs adult and child mixed into one. He plays practical jokes on me and my dog and my parrot. He'll hide things. He tends to hide my keys. And he does know how to drive. He doesn't know how to parallel park too well. But it's an amazing experience. He's got prehensile tail, which is a tail that's used like another hand, 4 thumbs. And the first time I decided to put a diaper on him, it was an experience. It took hours, even though I'm quite a bit larger and heavier. He could keep me from doing it. Now he signs for a diaper change and tells me pretty much whatever he wants. And at the end of every show, we open it up for photographs. It's one of the ways that we raise money for the Dr. Irving Foundation. People donate to have pictures with him. If you'd like to have a photo, donate whatever you like. If you can't afford to do it or don't wish to donate, you don't have to. But I want to thank Jerry and all the people that have come through these doors over the years that we've been here for helping to support our foundation. In the last 20 years, none of his therapy or visits to schools have been for a fee. They've always been free. We do quite a number of parties. We're available for corporate events and parties that we charge for. But all of this therapy is open and for free. So if you know a special needs child that you think would benefit, check out my website. I've got business cards in the back, and all they have to do is have a doctor's order or call me, and we'll do a visit. And we also do an anti-bullying campaign for schools. So I want to thank you all again for coming out. You've been an incredible audience. Any questions, as Jerry said? Such a small audience. I feel like I'm just talking to a few friends at the house. The room, Jerry didn't mention this. I don't think anybody else did. This room is available for private parties. Talk to me if you're interested. If you are not on our mailing list and you would like to be, we send out an email once a week just telling you what the shows are for that particular week. We don't sell the list. You won't be getting junk email. All I need is your email address. So if you aren't on our list and would like to be, leave me with that email address. And I want you all to have a great evening. Thanks again for coming out. Enjoy the show.